Hey guys, it's Frank again with another ZeroSpace replay that we're going to cast. And we've got another Zol game. We've got, in the upper left, all RTS games. And in the lower right of Star Sand, we've got Marker 0512. Playing as the Legion. Got Krieger and Kragvorn making their way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and they're homebound. And Rubik. I keep telling myself that I'm going to be researching what this hero does because I've seen him have a yeah, like he's in a melee configuration right now, but I think there's a way for him to have like an arm cannon, like this Mega Man looking thing, as well. But it looks like both players are just going to be going for their own towers. That means the lower left is going to be uncontested for the moment. See what they've got going on here. Alright, we've got another power node, I believe it's called. Power core, excuse me. Oh, wow, going for an expand very first. I like to see it. And all RTS games is doing a fantastic job of spending all their Hexite. Oh no, you run into Krieger and Kragvorn! Alright, dashes on forward. What are you attacking? What are you attacking? Ay, ay, ay. It's like in World of Warcraft when the warrior tries to, like, I don't know, when the warrior's getting kited by the hunter. Wow! And Rubik manages to kick out Kragvorn. Wait, did Krieger get bit too? No, Krieger's still alive. He's alive and healing up. I think I want to say the Zol. Actually, no, he does regenerate. Or is it just shields that he's regenerating? No, he's getting HP back as well. I think the shields are just coming back a lot slower. A Zyther Assembler, a Gyro Forge, 2 Gyro Forges coming online. And we've already got the free Corsair Merc outpost completed. Alright, Kragvorn's back in the game. And Rubik is harvesting all this Hexite from the bulky Spiderlings. I know this isn't like that big of a deal, but being able to micro your units such that you can capture the tower while you're still like harvesting all the bulky Spiderlings is pretty cool. I appreciate the little moments like that where it's like, okay, they're doing both capturing and getting the Hexite, because the Spiderlings will stop you from all skimmers out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, and he's got his Mega Man attachment out now. Doing 29 DPS. That's wild. What's the yeah, damages 12 and it shoots every, like, more than twice a second. 2.5 times a second. Alright, a couple of Corsair Raiders, just to act as basic infantry, but we've also got, yeah, it's just Kragvorn and 2 skimmers. Okay. So the Rubik goes to check for an expansion, sees a third out. Yeah, and look at this. Got his grumpy laser beam out. Oh no, but it's not, hadn't stopped shooting for a little while. Oh no, does he want to leave? Does he want to flee? I think he should. Uh-oh. Yeah, this Rubik's not gonna fare too well. Eats a shot from the, Alright, does manage to get the Kragvorn. Is he gonna get the Krieger, though? And he is shooting while moving. This is a scary hero. He doesn't have the shoot while moving, Sentinel Flare. Okay, no, it does kind of seem like that's describing the ranged weapon that he has. But meanwhile, back at home, we've got a couple of Zythers and a whole bunch of Rollers. The Rollers are like, I would almost say they're a melee attack while moving type of deal, because their range is 2, but they can still shoot and scoot at the same time. We've also got some Corsair Deadeyes. Anti-light armor. Wait, by how much though? Is it double or is it by 50%? 75% versus light. Oh, that math is gonna trip me up. And these guys are medium armored. Whoa! All those Rollers say, "Get out of town, pal." That's what they said. Alright, the Rubik dashing on forward, making sure that none of these commandos are going to be able to escape the rollers. Zythers are moving on. Yeah, the Zythers are moving on forward to try and get as much done, but there's no slowing down this army. There's nothing that all RTS games has that's going to be able to slow them down from backing up. There was no stun. There was no slow, nothing like that. So they do manage to get away, but not without taking a lot of commando casualties. All right, a fourth going down from Marker. All right, and the third's on the way for all RTS games. So all RTS games has been taking better fights, but is still a little bit behind in terms of eco. Oh, and I've been completely forgetting to check the talents for the Zol here. All right, merging costs 25 less flux, and power cores get 350 shields. The power cores are the Zol version of creep tumors. So yeah, making those a little bit harder to kill is nicer. But it would be cool to see like what the other option was. I don't know what that decision was made against. Reduce time of replication to 2 seconds. Got it. All right, tower goes down. Zyther comes on forward. Man, that Kragborn got evaporated. All RTS games decides to push the attack. No, but like stays inside of the AoE there. That Defiant, the definitely not an Arceus Pokemon. Oh, and Krieger with the snipe. It does go down on the way back. Oh, and there's Rubik too. I don't know if he just didn't move or what happened there. There we go. Rubik's now on the front lines, which is kind of good. He's pretty tanky actually. Doing 37 damage per second. Oh, and I was mistaken earlier. These aren't they couldn't possibly be commandos. This is Legion. They've got to be thralls. Oops, all thralls. All right, the rollers coming on forward, and look at that. Yeah, there's just no retreating from rollers. Like once you're stuck in, you're stuck in with the rollers. Okay, so it looks like all RTS games gonna try to rotate out over here and harass that. Try to harass that that fourth base. Ay ay ay. Ay caramba, as Bart Simpson would say. You're from back then, you can recite the deep magic. Okay, and again, okay, we do have a Huntress out now, so having another hero out as well as these two skimmers, I think are going to help a lot. Skimmers are medium armored. I want to say we had anti-medium. Yeah, Spectrons are going to just melt through those skimmers. I don't know that the I think the rollers have a damage bonus, do they? No, they don't. It's flat damage. Oh, but this is a lot of static defense, which I think is actually a mistake for Marker. Static defense is a little bit brittle in this game, as it should be. Honestly, I think static D has been too strong in too many RTSs. Oh, and a cheeky fifth that actually did manage to get all the way up, and there are extractors here. Whoa! But it looks like the income is actually relatively the same. Oh man, this Corsair Flamer that can also shoot an AoE at the same time is going to be pretty good. These Steel Sworn, I think, are going to be in a little bit of trouble. They are medium armored, but they're just going to get chewed up by the, I want to say the Kamehamehas, but I know that's not their actual name. I don't think there's any left, actually. Oh, he can heal them! The Synapse heals. That's cool. Okay, that's a lot of Thralls and a bunch of Corsair Skimmers that are coming to take the middle tower. Now, Marker's economy is starting to pull away a little bit, actually. Yeah, look at that. They've got 6 bases to RTS games, what, 4? Soon to be 5? So they're definitely spending more right now. All right. There's an unspent talent. There we go for the Zol. Ooh! Oh, no, but they find the World Engine! Is it going to be able to finish? All RTS games wasn't moving around the map. He wasn't able to find it. Yeah, down goes the World Engine. That's too bad. Okay, now we're gonna get stuck in it. Huge battle coming on forward here. The Rubik's laying down the fire. A lot of Corsair skimmers are taking damage, but they're going down one by one. So many sandbags being deployed here for the side of, yeah, for all RTS games. Taking advantage of that mischance as much as you can. Those thralls don't stand a chance. Oh, the Dark Disciples though. The Dark Disciples are very nice units, but they need bubble wrap. Down go all the Dark Disciples. Maran Badger's out now. It's heavily armored, but it doesn't do bonus damage to anything. It only does 9 damage per second. Is that good? I'm not so sure. Another base discovered and taken down. Man, Marker's doing an incredible job expanding all over the place. Yeah, if you told me, like, who's like, doing the better job of... the Zol kind of, like, move a little bit more like Zerg in the sense that you need those power nodes to move them about. Whoa! An Eradicator's out. But the expansion game, like, Marker is just dominating that aspect. Okay. And a World Engine immediately goes down on top of that site that was just destroyed. Have a look over here at the Legion player. We've got a bunch of Dark Disciples out. Plenty of Thralls to act as a bubble wrap to just absorb shots while the Dark Disciples do their work. I see 2 Steel Sworn. 2 Steel Sworn that are meant to be frontliners, but they're actually going to be able to do it. All RTS games having to deal with all these, all this static defense. Yeah. Scythers are trying to do what they can, as well as the Defiance. And we do see Galavax out as well. I don't think I see where, we see Galavax. We see... Who's this? There's someone here that I can't click on. But no, it looks like all RTS games are starting to just really pull away in terms of supply count. That doesn't mean that they're going to be home free, though. They're still going to have to deal with all this static D, which is going to be kind of a pain. That and the, not the Hexite pit. Hey, let me click the building. Not the extractor. There we go. The garrison tower. They're kind of fighting back as well. I think we've seen. Have we seen the Eradicator shoot? 40 damage, 40 per second, and plus 100% against heavily armored units. And what's Marker gonna do at 60 supply against RTS games 140? It looks like everything is just gonna fall like wheat to the scythe here. The mothership's not gonna last much longer. The Moran mothership isn't. And actually taking that out to make sure that there's no more, like, Merc trouble. That orbital laser tries to do as much damage as it can. There's only 155 life left on the mothership. Down it goes. I think there was an attempt at bringing a lot of turrets back online, but it's just not going to happen. The Dark Disciple is starting to get down some pretty good DPS. And it's good anti-heavy, but again, now at this point, it's just a numbers game. It doesn't matter if there was just this much supply in rollers. It's just kind of done, I think. Yeah, and now all RTS games is just camping the production of Marker 0512, which is honestly a little bit surprising. Marker 0512 had like, and still has just more Hexite to spend than RTS games does at the moment. Well, more Hexite per minute. They're both floating quite a bit. RTS games floating 3.1k. That's quite a lot. What is the fire rate on this guy? Oh, every 3 seconds. Ay. Every 3 seconds. So it fires a volley of 4 shots every 3 seconds. 30 damage a shot. So that means that armor means more to the Eradicator. But that's it. All RTS games kind of building like one of every unit that the Zol have. What is this guy? That looks cool. Anyway, thank you so much for the submission to all RTS games. GG's, guys. Like and subscribe if you liked what you saw, and we'll see you guys later.